Hey y'all, it's your girl K Divine coming back with a quick message. Um, y'all, the folks, they they're confused by you and they secretly admire you, but they hate you all at the same time because everything they did to you to try to destroy you, they were hoping that it would turn your heart cold. They were hoping that it would make you into a person that was bitter, angry all the time, fighting everyone and belligerent. Like they just wanted you to be so broken. They were so for sure that everything that they did to you was going to be the end of you. They were so for sure that everything that they conjured up to come up against you and destroy you would be the end of you. Sorry. But they thought that everything that they had put together and conjured up to go up against you was going to turn you kind of like how they are, just evil, vindictive, always trying to scam and scheme to get what they need and get ahead. Hold on. They wanted you to be cold hearted. They wanted you to be angry. They wanted you to basically give up. Especially, they wanted you to give up on your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. They wanted you to feel like you were so unworthy that nothing that you tried was ever going to work. And that's why they're confused right now. And it's so crazy because they didn't realize that everything that they did to come up against you is actually like creating this unstoppable being. they didn't know they didn't know you was a spiritual warrior. They didn't know that the Most High rides for you. They didn't know that you have a powerful spiritual team and ancestors that were protecting you, that are riding for you, that are protecting you at every step of the way. And it's like, I think about like when people say no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and I say that quite often throughout my journey because it's like weapons do form. And I think the thing that people don't understand about that phrasing is that people think that that means that nothing bad is going to happen to them or that they won't have to suffer or deal with certain things, and that's not what that means. When you say no weapon formed against me shall prosper, the weapons will form, and they're they a lot of times they're powerful weapons, but they're not more powerful than you are. They're not more powerful than the Most High. So yeah, you may get hit, yeah, you may have to take some losses, but in the end it's never going to work the way that it wanted to. And I've said this before, that your enemies, they will lose the war to win the battle. So all of those weapons, so all of the scenarios and situations that they were putting you in to harm you, to target you, to make you upset, to make you want to fight, and putting your life in danger, turning people against you, those were all weapons that were used to try to hinder you from moving forward in your progress. And now that shit is backfiring big time. Because I've said before, y'all go watch my video about they wanted a show. Them folks gathered a whole bunch of people together. They they was knocking on people's doors, telling them, calling people on the phone, hey, yeah, we got one, just letting you know, like, just watch out and wait, like, wait, you see her over there, you see him over there. Yeah, they was watching and waiting. One second. They was watching and waiting. They like I said, they got a whole bunch of people together because it was supposed to be a downfall. It happens, and it is every time. They be telling people like, look at this one. But they was gathering people up together and they was trying to get you to put on a show for them. Because they told people that this was gonna be the downfall of the century. They was like, yeah, this is it. Like, oh my god. After, and the crazy thing is too. On top of that, these people told like so many lies about you. They told a whole bunch of people that you were a nobody. They told them that you were a criminal. They told them that you were a scammer, a schemer, and that you was no good. But the real tea is that that's your enemies. they use you as a distraction so that people wouldn't look at them as the bad person. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that they cool with that doubled down because they was cool with that person, and then they're like, oh, this. And a lot of these people, prominent people in your community, people who have power, people who have money, so of course people are going to be on their side, because why would they be, it's like, and I mean, you being the odd man out, and especially when people are able to get a lot of people up against you, they do not want to people don't want to be on your side, because they don't want to be set apart and be alone like you. They think that that's like the worst thing in the world, even though these people, they don't have real relationships. Hold on. They don't want to be alone like you. They don't even have, like, these people aren't, they don't have real connections with these folks. Like, I know you might see all these people together, but if you ever listen to their conversations, they're so surface level. These people aren't really connecting. Like, it's just empty. They say a lot without saying anything. That's the only way I can really explain it. Like, I hear people talk all the time to one another, and I'm just like, they're just filling up space with words. They're not really connecting. They're not really interested in one another. It's like they connect based on, or they relate, not connect. Thank you. They relate because, they're in proximity to one another. But they don't really like these people. They don't really care about these people. And you got to understand too, like, a lot of these people done missed out on a blessing because they chose your ops over the truth in you. And because you're the truth, like, they gonna reap some repercussions for that. All actions have consequences, especially these weird ones that, like, it's what your ops are one thing, but it's the ones that don't know you, never met you, never talked to you. They just heard all this stuff that these other people were saying about you, and they instantly just jumped on the bandwagon, was like, oh yeah, we got to get this person. Those people, in my opinion, face some of the worst types of consequences in their life, because it really shows how blindly people will follow just into destruction. Like, people will blindly follow people just because they heard something. They want to be a part of something so badly, even if it means that they're going to end up destroying themselves. Because I'm telling y'all right now, I've been picking up heavy energy of people losing their children, as my baby over here dancing. I can feel like people are losing their families. Like, I'm getting a lot of heavy, like, divorce energy, a lot of heavy, like, I feel so much panic, and I'm like, why am I panicking? Like, I'm okay. And I'm like, why do I feel so much anxiety and so much anxiousness? And I'm like, where's this coming from? It's the ops. The ops are panicking. They've tried everything. They've tried everything that they could think of, and it has not turned you dark. It has not turned you into, it's actually made you more calm. And that scares them. They're so confused. They're so confused, guys. And it's gonna be all right. Like, I don't know. Even right now, I'm saying it's gonna be all right, and I'm over here, trying to figure things out myself. But I'm like, but it's like, you gotta trust in God's plan more than anything at this point. Okay, that's all I can say, because He would not have brought you this far to leave you. So just trust God's plan. Trust yourself. If you need to get into a quiet place to meditate, to think, do that. Do what you got to do. Keep your safety, But your ops, like, man, I'm telling you, these people. Hold on. Sorry, my baby be needing attention. I'm gonna wrap this up though real quick. But I'm telling you, like, your enemies are suffering the consequences of their actions, and they're really upset that nothing that they did could turn you dark. Nothing they did would turn you into a mean person. Nothing they did turned you into, a criminal. You going out here stealing and scamming and scheming. Hold on, baby. They are mad that they couldn't turn you into them. I'll do it. Hold on, just give me a second. I'll get you. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Milo wanted to say hi. Say hi, baby.
Hi.
But your enemies really wanted you to. They wanted you to be sick. They wanted you to be out here looking crazy. So, it's all good, y'all. You've done a beautiful job. And like I said in one of my last videos, like keep these people guessing. Like they can't destroy you. Let them be mad. But that was my message, y'all. God bless y'all. It's your girl K Divine. I'm gonna try to post some more stuff. Hopefully by the end of this week I can start taking clients. I'll let y'all know how stuff is going. So yeah, I love y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Say bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye. Love y'all. It's your girl K Divine. See ya. Shalom.